Life is full of challenges. Every day we face obstacles that test our resolve and push us to our limits. These challenges can come in many forms, whether they are physical, emotional, or spiritual. Believers and non-believers alike experience hardship. It is a universal part of the human experience. No one is exempt from facing difficulties, and everyone has their own unique struggles. But for those who believe, these trials have a purpose. They are not random or meaningless. Instead, they are opportunities for growth and transformation. God uses difficult times to strengthen our faith. Just as an athlete trains to build muscle and endurance, we are being prepared for greater things. He is not punishing us. He is preparing us. Each trial is a step in our spiritual journey, designed to bring us closer to Him. Just as a weightlifter grows stronger through resistance, our faith grows stronger through trials. The more we endure, the more resilient we become. We learn to rely on God more. In our moments of weakness, we find His strength. In our moments of doubt, we find His assurance. We discover depths of faith we never knew we had. These trials reveal our true character and our true potential. God is not absent in our suffering. He is present, guiding us through every storm and every challenge. He is right there with us. He understands our pain. He feels our sorrow and shares in our struggles. He wants to comfort us and give us strength. Through His love, we find the courage to keep going. When we go through tough times, we have an opportunity to experience God's love in a deeper way. It is in these moments that we truly understand His grace and mercy. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. No matter what we face, we can find solace in His presence. The Bible uses the image of refining gold to describe how God works in our lives. Just as gold is refined to remove impurities, our faith is tested and purified through life's challenges and trials. 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7 says, "The genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to result in praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ." This verse beautifully illustrates the value of a faith that has been tested and proven true. Gold is a precious metal, highly sought after for its beauty and rarity, but it often contains impurities that diminish its value. To remove these impurities, goldsmiths heat the gold in a crucible, a process that requires intense heat and careful attention. The impurities rise to the surface and are meticulously removed, leaving behind purer gold. What remains is pure gold, more valuable and beautiful than before. In a similar way, God works to refine our faith. He allows us to go through trials and difficulties to purify our faith, much like the goldsmith purifies gold. Through these experiences, He aims to remove the impurities of doubt, fear, and sin from our hearts. As a result, our faith becomes stronger, more resilient, and infinitely more valuable, bringing us closer to the divine purpose He has for us. History is full of examples of people whose faith was strengthened through persecution. The Apostle Paul faced imprisonment, beatings, and shipwrecks. Yet his faith never wavered. He continued to preach the gospel with boldness. He knew that God was with him. Another example is Corrie ten Boom. She and her family hid Jews from the Nazis during World War II. They were caught and sent to a concentration camp. Corrie's father and sister died in the camp, but Corrie's faith remained strong. After the war, she continued to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. Section 4. Through the Valley, a personal journey of growth through adversity. I remember a time in my own life when I faced a difficult situation. I was going through a divorce, and I felt like my world was falling apart. I was angry, confused, and hurt. I didn't understand why God would allow this to happen to me. But as I cried out to God, He began to work in my heart. He showed me that He was with me, even in the midst of my pain. He gave me the strength to forgive my ex-wife and to move on with my life. Through that experience, my faith grew stronger. I learned that God is faithful even when life is hard. Section 5. Embracing the refiner's fire, practical steps for spiritual growth. So how can we embrace these refining moments? How can we turn our trials into opportunities for growth and transformation? First, we need to remember that God is in control. He loves us deeply and unconditionally. He has a plan for our lives, a plan that is often beyond our understanding but always for our ultimate good. Second, we need to trust God's timing. Patience is key, as His timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. He knows what's best for us, even when we can't see the bigger picture. Third, we need to lean on God for strength. In our weakness, His strength is made perfect. He will give us the grace to endure any trial, no matter how difficult it may seem. Finally, we need to look for the good that God is doing in our lives, even in the midst of our pain. There is always a silver lining. He is using our trials to mold us into the people He wants us to be, shaping our character and faith. Remember, tough times don't last always, but tough people do. Our resilience is built in these moments. Our faith is being refined in the fire of adversity, much like gold is purified in intense heat, and when we come out on the other side, we will be stronger, more resilient, and more like Christ, ready to face whatever comes next. Tell me in the comments, what do you want to learn about next time? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our next awesome adventure. See you in the next video.